Welcome back, everybody. This is G2F, and this is Megaman 5 for the Game Boy. We are on the final level of the game now, Dr. Wily's Space Fortress, or the Death Wily, or whatever we're going to be calling it. God damn it, Capcom. Okay, moving on. It's a very straightforward stage. There's a couple branching routes, like right here. We could have picked up those blocks with the Deep Digger, then wall crushed with the break dash, and we would have had a much quicker route than just going down here. But I'm going to take this just to drag it out a little more, because it's basically the upper routes are incredibly boring and slow. I'm sorry, not slow, they're boring and way too quick. This is at least a little more stuff to see, a little more traps and whatnot. And if you haven't noticed right now, you can completely break the stage, and it's not a difficult stage, but you can pretty much just completely break it even more by just spamming the Spark Chaser, which is what I'm going to be doing, because I love this frigging weapon. You only get it for one damn stage, and I just frigging love it. Like, the only time you're going to be seeing me use the Grab Buster is like right here, just to get a little extra health, because I didn't like running around with like half of it missing. But other than this, it's back to the Spark Chaser. Right here is where taking the upper path will spit us out. And yeah, that's not a good sign of things to come, isn't it? What we just ran over. Yeah, in those capsules are like mass-produced versions of Anchor, Anchor, I guess is his name. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. He was the first of the Rockman Killers. The musical pun in his name, as all the major characters in the series have. His name pun comes from Anka, a traditional Japanese form of lyrical poetry. Lyrical, it's like sung and musical, stuff like that. And yeah, he's honestly my favorite design out of them, but he's definitely the easiest and least threatening. This is all he does. He's immune to everything except your normal gun, and that's basically what it does. His weapon was called the Mirror Buster, and he would basically absorb your own fire and then basically throw it back at you. Unfortunately, doing so hurts him. So basically, him attacking you more efficiently is what kills him. If you don't shoot him at all, he'll still fire a tiny little projectile at you, which goes incredibly slow, and it's so damn tiny. And yeah, here's another one of those horrendously done whistle tunes. You can find him like another point in this stage, so I'm going to be forcing you all to listen to it again. There's a lot of these long vertical drops, and if you haven't guessed by now, we're going to be fighting all four of the little special mini bosses from the previous Rockman World games. Next up is going to be Quint, and the decor is going to reflect that. And when I say decor, I mean, like capsules with, like, mass-produced, with, like, more of him all over the place. Not exactly the greatest interior decorating, but whatever. This area right here completely confuses the crap out of me, because because it's not like it's forcing you to use the Deep Digger right there, and you'd have to be a complete retard to pull a block out from under you and drop you into a pit. I don't even understand what was the point of it. But yeah, next up is Quint. Photon missiles work well on him. They'll take him out in a couple hits. And because his attack pattern is so horrendously slow and completely easy to dodge, you've got plenty of time to set up the missiles. See? And one more shot. There's no point in wasting a missile to do 1 point of damage to him. So we'll just laser him in the head. And that was Quint, the most pathetic of them all. He's not even a Rockman Killer. The basic gist with him was that he was basically a remodeled Megaman from the future. Reprogrammed for evil and to kill the original, and somehow that's not causing a time paradox or something like that. I don't know, Campbell never complained. And now, as nice as it is to just wall crush through and skip half the stage, we're gonna take the lower route again. Grab. You can't, by the way, that jump you really can't make. It's pretty much what it looks like. Yeah, you need to use, like, rush or coil the rush, jet, or coil to get over that. At least I'm pretty sure you can't make that jump normally. And it's just like how you need to use Rush Coil or Jet to get up here anyway. And the value of taking the extra time to go down there is for a new tank, which I didn't need. More Spark Chaser. God, I love this weapon. And here's why. There. See? Those guys are giving me such a pain in the ass in Pluto's stage, and dead in a second. That's where Wall Crushing would spit us out. Don't worry though, don't worry. Dogi will be happy. I'm doing plenty of Wall Crushing anyway during all those vertical drops. Collapsing Bridge. Again, the little homing bees are completely no threat thanks to Spark Chaser. And here's our next rock. Here's Rockman Killer number 2. Punk. I don't think I need to explain the musical pun in his name. He's named after the genre. This is pretty much his main weapon. It was called the Screw Crasher, or was it Screw Crusher? It depends on the version. This was all he did. He is weak, as you can see. He is weak to salt water. Kills him in a couple shots. He's significantly harder in Rockman World 3. In all honesty, he's much harder because he didn't actually. There wasn't really a special weapon you had that completely broke him like that, and the Sonic rip-off move of his does a lot of damage as he's getting hit by the Screw Crusher. Did a lot of damage. Both of his attacks did a lot of damage, and you couldn't exactly inflict shitloads of damage back onto him. Killing him was a significantly harder task. And next up is the final of the 3 Rockman Killers, Ballade. Ballade, I guess his name. His name is supposed to be like a pun on ballad, I believe. There was something else. There were 2 puns in his name, and I don't remember the second one off the top of my head. As much as I'm ashamed to say, yes, I didn't perfect him the way I did the other 3. The way I did the other 3 here, I was really disappointed. As usually I get hit by Punk, not by Ballade. His weapon was called the Ballade Cracker. It was definitely the coolest weapon from Rockman World 4. It was kind of like a metal blade in that it was multi-direction, it could be shot in 8 directions, and unlike the metal blades, though, they exploded on impact. Fun stuff. But yeah, that was pretty much all of them. Right after this is the teleporter that leads to the boss rush. Over there with, some health power-ups I don't need. And we're going to Wall Crush real quick. Ugh, I hate that whistle so much. Get some weapon energy back. I actually kind of needed that, so can't complain about a shitty drop here. Heading on down. No more threats, and up next is the teleporter. So we'll do the boss rush in the next video. I'm GTF. Thanks for watching.